Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Logitech G Play to Win 2022. Joining me once again, of course, for this evening is going to be none other than Wisewolf. Wisewolf, good evening. What's up?
Good evening, good evening. Excited to see a new match today.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of today's match, we had some exciting matches these past few days, and for today's match, it's going to be none other than Epic Crew facing off Red Kraken in today's best of one. So I think we are just about ready to start the match, but before we do begin, we do have a few more seconds left of greetings as well. So what are your thoughts on today's match, Wisewolf?
Today's match, I would like to talk about yesterday's match because that was exciting. I mean, that's the best team I've ever seen, I would say, in this bracket right on. But yeah, talking about today's match, this is the Group B tournaments, and I would like to see like these teams making themselves a name in this group and hopefully giving us an exciting match today.
Yes, indeed, and I believe once again, since the map we chose happened before the map begins, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the map for today's game is, of course, going to be Bind, which I think is really interesting because these past few days we saw two maps of Haven. We saw Ascent being played yesterday, and I think this is the first time we're actually seeing Bind being streamed for the Logitech G Play to Win 2022 Season 5. So what do you think? What kind of agents will we see?
I think Bind has a lot of agent playability from Yoru to, I don't know, even Sky, Soa. Because the map is, I would say, very unique from the other maps because use of TPs and small choke points. And yeah, general lack of mid in the map. So there's no mid control. You just have to hit the sides and control the rotations of TPs. And I'm excited to see what kind of teams and what kind of agents will these teams pick?
Absolutely. I mean, speaking of the Yoru plays coming in from, as you say, the Yoru plays coming in Bind. Of course, what I initially go back to is how we have seen, I believe it's Wolfmasters from Noob Alliance actually playing Bind. Deadshot on the Yoru is extremely, extremely deadly when it comes to playing Yoru on Bind, as you did mention earlier. So yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. We've got different ways of playing this map, so let's see how it goes. But before we do begin, I'd like to give a massive shout out to the sponsors of this event, none other than Logitech G, proudly sponsoring this event. If you are looking for brand new gaming peripheral, or if you're looking to upgrade your existing gear, look no further than Logitech G. They have the amazing, amazing mice, keyboard, headsets, what I'm wearing right now, and well, yeah, amazing gear. And speaking of transitioning into the best gear, I believe we have the agent selection coming in as well. Let's take a look.
Ooh, a neon pick. I love to see this out of Epic. And yeah, a neon pick in Bind. I think neon's pretty viable in Bind due to like small choke points as in short A and her wall being very useful and her stunts. As in a map like Bind, you know, these tight corners, you know where the defenders are going to hold. And the other agents, we can see the Killjoy coming in as a Sentinel. And Brimstone, I would say this is one of his strongest maps. I think this is his strongest map after Split, I would say, to be played and Fracture. And from the side of Epic Crew, we can see a Viper pick coming in.
Yes, indeed. I mean, Neon, we've talked about these, not common, but rather a bit of a niche picks coming in from different teams. So it's good to see how these teams actually go about it. The Sova pick, not something which we see too much. We normally see Sky being the default initiator as we go into Bind. But yeah, it's interesting to see how it goes. And speaking of initiators, we have a lack of an initiator from the side of Epic Crew. Interesting to see how this will play into the game as time progresses as well.
Oh yeah, they're going in for the double duelist play and double sentinel play, and Viper as a controller. In Bind, I think Viper is very viable as for post plans as well, and Sage is a good sentinel. But let's see, a lack of sentinel, would it hinder the progress of side of Red Kraken, or do they have a plan that doesn't involve a sentinel? Let's see. Heading on to the first round of the match. Seems to be a B hit. Yeah. You can see Red Kraken members floating around the B side.
So, yeah, I believe it's going to be Epic Crew on the attack. I believe we had an issue with the
Oh
names on
yeah.
the top earlier, but now we have fixed it. And yeah, looking at this,
Oh,
seeing
now I'm very
quite a
excited.
default attack
Yeah.
to start things off. The Jet just lurking outside of main to see how it goes, and the
Oh.
push coming towards B. I would assume, yes indeed.
Yeah, the Viper Wall coming in. And yeah, Epic Crew is tipped off. They have 3 members right now in the site. The hit is coming in. No member in the site, I would say, except Brims. No member in the site. Nima from, oh my god, he gets the pick off to Deadman. The spike will go down, but it's a 4v5 retake.
It's indeed quite aggressive early on to take control, getting 1 kill on the initial entry, and of course Inferno was there to the refrag. That is Bukas, that is a Viper, that is the control of the board quite early for the attackers. And how will they respond? The recon comes in perfectly. Nima's go for one. Nima, there you go. And through the smoke,
Nice
spots a
try.
KJ. In a
He has no
1v5.
choice, but yeah, there you go.
And quickly the Jet is there to cover things up. A flawless round to start things off coming in from the side of Red Kraken. A good start, I would say.
Perfect recon from, I would say, the SOA. And we can see why initiators are important in Bind, I would say, in Bind and in many other maps to retake a site and actually to get into the site. You can see that information flowing in, and you can see them eliminating those spots and actually spamming them through the smokes. And the first round goes in the side of Red Kraken. Yeah, Epic Crew, a kind of a rush, no map control in the first round, but it is expected in a pistol round. Let's see how they handle the buy. I think they are on pistols. No, they did force buy.
Once again, picking it twice, missing a few shots, and finally, Jet is good to put him down. Speaking of Jets putting people down, we have Shanika now again prepping for this initial push coming in. Let's see how things go. And already we can see the Viper wall has come in. Quite a default wall as we see normally when it comes to an A push coming in from an attacking side. Initial picks going in once again. The Marshal in hand, taking a few more seconds to guide the site. The dash is coming in, good for 1 kill.
Yeah, the Sage Wall will allow the bomb to go down safely, and it is a 3v4 situation right here. And the health in the side of Red Kraken not looking too nice, but Chanukka, this duel is very important. Blind Strike is so low HP, and oh, Root Hex gets the trade-off. There's 1 member left, and it's the Viper. Does he have lineups? No, he just has to speak out, and Root Hexo, if I'm not mistaken. Root Hexo, I would say. Cleans them up, and there is a force buy coming in from the side of Epic Crew, and they do lose it out. And I would say the next round they will have to full eco if they want to have a rifle round.
Yes, indeed, as you said. I mean, it looks like they will be forcing this round as well, given the way they're buying. Yes, indeed. So there's going to be one Randall in the hands of the Reyna without a shield. I mean, of course, she does have the orbs to deal with, so she can obviously heal back to full HP if she does manage to get an initial peak. But of course, apart from that, we have a broken buy coming in from them. Why they have decided to force this halfway will yet to be seen.
Yeah, some have forced, I would say, and some have saved, but let's see how this goes. Little bit of a B take. Jets floating in a short. Will not take any aggressive stance. Deathman. So Adon will spot them out. There you go. And Root Haxor will clear out Chanukka peeking around in A shot, but that's it. That's only Chanukka. Rest of the team is in B, and they are planning to hit this side. Which 3 members of Red Kraken are already here. Let's see how they handle this.
Yep, indeed. Initial Nanoswarms comes in, trying to clear out anything that they can. The recon darts go through, spotting 2 members of Epic Crew in that process. The layers come in, and finally Deadman is good to put him down. Gets traded immediately by Nima, and as the wall breaks, does Zuko realize the wall is breaking right behind him?
And yeah, it's another clean round. I wouldn't say clean, but with the guns they had, I would say that's a good round for the side of Red Kraken. And with these force buy, with these half buys, I would say Epic Crew, they do not have a good economy right now. Some players are able to buy out, some players are, as we can see, with Spectres and not full utility probably. And Epic Crew seems to be in the Russian flush stage. A timeout is coming in from the side of Epic Crew. Let's see how they try to tackle this. I think this is the first time out in the series, the entire series, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Of the stream matches, this
Yeah.
might be the first time that we're actually looking into. I think it's the Viper who actually DC'd from the side of Epic Crew.
I
Yes,
see, I
indeed.
see.
So we might be giving just the remaining 30 seconds to see if he does join back in. But taking a look, breaking down these 3 rounds which happened so far. I mean, we haven't seen a full buy actually coming in from any of these teams yet. After winning the first 2 rounds from the side of Red Kraken, they actually had enough weaponry to transfer into the third round. A few Marshall Spectres here and there, nothing major coming in from the side of Red Kraken just yet. And even though Epic Crew did lose the first 2 rounds, they did force that round, which meant as they headed
Yeah.
into the third round, they didn't have that much creds to work with. But nonetheless, they still decide to go for another broken buy. So yeah, I mean, we still haven't seen a full buy round coming in from any of these teams.
Yeah, let's go. The round has started. A little bit of an A fake, I would say. And floating back towards that B position, the Viper is AFK at spawn, as it seemed from the side of Epic Crew. Unfortunate disconnects happen these days, as we all know. But the match is going on, the match is live, and I think Epic Crew is floating towards this B hit, no, an A hit.
Once again, the Root Haxo with the muscle in hand has proven to be extremely deadly tonight. I believe that might be, yeah, he has 8 kills on the board so far, and I believe a majority of that was actually with the marshal in hand.
Yeah.
So just trying to bait things out. That they try to poke and prod their way into B side, did not work out for them. And as I say that, they do decide to commit to A this time. They're only coming in from Brimstone, but Chandigal once again pushing his way, aggressing into Yuho. Does he manage to? Yes, I think he barely spots one player. Does he understand what's happening on? He misses his shots. Gets quickly taken down there from the Brimstone, leaving them in a 5v3. And with the wall breaking, that's going to be really hard to get the plant down.
Zugo does get the pick onto Nima, but Easy Deathman decides to not dismiss, and yeah, that's the round. The spike does go down, but the round is over. A valiant effort from the side of Epic Crew.
Yeah, I mean, they did play the round without a controller. The Viper, I believe, is yet to join, or did he join in?
I believe he has, right?
I believe he has returned. Yes, indeed.
Yes, there you go. Bug has come to the game, the server, yet again, and we can see right now a proper round from the side of Epic Crew. What do you think of the pick of Neon in the bind?
I think it actually contributes really well into how any team would play. I mean, you know, this is an explosive start there from Ritaxo once again. I mean, you know, you have your abilities, you have your concuss, you have your walls and everything, and given a map like Bind, where you actually have a lot of short corners to deal with, it kind of makes sense that you would want to have an agent like even a Yoru or even a Neon to clear those places out.
Oh, Red Kraken seems to be fighting for control in B-Long, and the rest does come in. Bughass gets one. Oh no, Root Haxo. He is in the server and he's reminding everyone, but no, Deathman is like, not today, and headshots him through the smoke. That's a bit frustrating, but it is a 3v3, ladies and gentlemen, and he seem to be heading to the A side, which seems to be the correct call on the Brimstone is here. Bughass will put his wall up, and the side take is here. Easy Deathman has his ult up. Will plant the spike actually. Shehan he's contested. Actually get the kill to Bughass. 2v1 situation for Chanukka. He gets one in the side. He knows Shehan is in U-Haul, but the Ferrari peak. Chanukka had no chance right there, and the round is again grabbed by the side of Red Kraken.
A really good run coming in once again from the side of Red Kraken. I mean, see, this is what we talk about, right? I mean, comparing these two teams, I would say skill-wise they are matched together, but then again, Red Kraken, even though they are on defense, are the team setting the pace of the match, right? Because we have seen in every single round, Rutaxo is always contesting one single long angle. Firstly, with the Martel in hand, and now with the Mantle, he was really aggressive on B long this time. And he did have, I believe, 2 kills to show for his name even when he went down, setting the pace of the round, and just forcing the attackers to rotate to try and, not giving them any inch of the map.
Exactly.
Oh, I see once again,
with
this early peek, with the open hand, is good to take that man off the board, and he goes back quite safely, not refragged, and quickly making that a 5v4. And finally we see, there you go.
Oh, it's been countered and broken. Yeah, the Brimstone is there to break the Killjoy ult, I would say. Brimstone is keeping his ult to break the Killjoy ult. And yeah, it is the one avenue they had into the site is gone right now. And Roadhack, so he knows. And he shoots, misses the shot at I would say, yeah. And Red Kraken, there's 3 people in the site. 4 people, I would say, yeah. And Epic Crew should rotate out, and they are making the right call right here.
Yep. I mean, I actually think Red Kraken read that play perfectly. They knew they had the lockdown, they had the Brimstone to counter it, and they stacked site really quickly. And the first shot's once again missing from Haxo. He was really good for the first initial kills, but not landing his shots with the op this time. Meanwhile, the Viper and the Sage covering ground in B, I believe, might have spotted the KJ there.
Good usage of the Viper. They can go into the site safely. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. A huge lot of damage. And he dies from the nanoswarms. Oh no. It's a 3v5.
Blind strike is good as spot 1. The alarm bot spots him as well, giving him the info that indeed the Killjoy has made his way towards long, and a bit too late there from Soul Killer, and gets taken down by Root Haxo in the end as well. A perfect, flawless retake coming in from the side of Red Kraken once again.
Yeah, we can see in every one of these rounds there's a 4v1 situation right here. Root Haxo, the Jet, doing his job. I mean, I would say like perfectly, giving his team the man advantage. And the reason for that is, I would say, the lack of initiator from the side of Epic Crew. Usually you have a SOA darting, a drone, a dog or something to clear out those angles to see if the operator is there. But this time Epic Crew has none of those information, and they have to wild peek. They have to get that peek without any information. And Root so let's see what he can do in this round also.
Absolutely. I mean, the defenders so far have not given any single ground without contesting it. And as you said, the lack of the initiator means that the attackers are essentially running blind into seeing how things go. And as I say that, Taxu misses his shots, and finally Chanukka updrafting Ohim is good for that kill. Yes, but quickly gets refragged there by Inferno, and site quickly taken from the side of them. The Hunter Fury coming in.
Full Cell Killer with the instant refrag onto Blind Strike. And they do have the Killjoy and they will use it. And yeah, Epic Crew has to respect the Killjoy. They don't have any counter ability. But let's see how they do this. They do have, I think, yeah, there we go, the Viper lineups. This is why the Viper is so important in the retake situations. You have to find the Viper. And Nima will exactly do that. Zuko instantly trades out, but they are sticking the bomb in the Viper's, in the Viper's molly, and Zuko, he tries and tries, but the round goes in the favor of Red Kraken once again.
Quite a chaotic round there coming in from, both teams. I mean, they did have the ults. They were able to use it to push out the defenders, the attackers from the side, giving them free entry once again without any issues. And I mean, the Viper lineups were in play, but I would assume they were a bit too little, a bit too late, because we did see the Sova in the end just defeating the bomb.
Sticking, yeah.
Yeah, just right in through that snakebite. I mean, I assume maybe the lack of a poison cloud was not there to actually push him down on health. Maybe that was the reason. But once again, as we speak, this initial pick with the open hand. Ooh, Red Haxo spots him, but is a bit too late there for that initial peek. Meanwhile, the Service Rock is good enough to spot Chanukka there in a hookah.
Going to side, Inferno takes the first pick. Chanukka instantly trades that out. In the side, does he know the Jet is also here? No, Blind Strike gets the kill with the Root Hex also gets 2 there, and Chanukka finally trades it out, but no, Blind Strike is there to clean things up. And that's an instant shutdown. They didn't even get the bomb plant.
Absolutely, a really, really quick round once again coming in from the side of Red Kraken to quickly shut things down even before they turn into fruition. And it looks like, I mean, as you said, it might be the lack of an initiator, it might be just a bad day for the team. But yeah, it looks like Epic Crew have yet been unable to, find a foothold, try to claw their way back up. But I mean, it's still, there is still time if they do manage to turn things around. Absolutely. And I say that, Chanukka once again gets taken down quite early on there from Rude Haxo with the open hand.
Rude Haxo peeking out, he misses his first shot. Deathman gets the kill onto Shehan. They don't have U-Haul control. Will Shehan peek this? He does, and Rude Haxo takes him down. Zuko isolated in the side, no one to help him. He takes down Blind Side, but instantly wall banged by Inferno. Rude Haxo hungry for kills, get his third, and it's Cell Killer versus the world. He gets his first kill, and it's a 1v1 situation. Does he know? Does he know he's in U-Haul? Oh, he clears it. He starts to walk. He clears it. 3 bullets in the gun. Places his Lambot.
The Lambot might be giving the kick. Yeah, there you go. Rude Haxo.
Yeah.
Got all the information he needed as soon as he heard the alarm bot going down, and that was just enough for Rude Haxo to turn around and land that kill there. And I believe once again that was a 3K or a 4K coming in from Rude Haxo to clean things up. And looking at the score, but I mean, it has become quite obvious where things are going right now. Rude Haxo sitting on the top there with 20 kills for his name. An amazing statement coming up by him. And well, yeah, I mean, not to let any of the other members of the team down. I mean, they are doing their job, but Rude Haxo just just smashing the numbers there right on top.
Can see them on a mixed buy as usual from the side of the big crew, and watching for pushers and Deathman, a blind peek, and Rude Haxo will take him down. Onto the B side we go. Attacker Killjoy ult does come in. They do not have the Brimstone ult this time to take it down, and the side should be theirs. And yeah, Shehan takes down Shehan gets taken down. Inferno with a kill, and Rude Haxo again, the man appears, gets one again, and it's all down to Chanukka, and he's 13 HP. This has to peek out, and Nima takes him down.
Yep,
and
nothing he could do there. A nice kill there coming from Inferno though, just you mentioned that. A nice wall bang there through the gen to, I believe, take down, it was the Sage if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, nice kill there. And the scoreline 10-0, reflective of the leaderboard as well. Having a tough time here, the side of Epic Crew, and they do not have, once again, a proper buy-in going to this round. They've decided to force this, which means as they head on into match point, they might not have enough creds once again.
This seems to be a little bit of a theme going in from the side of the big crew. The lack of economic control, and oh my god, Rude Haxo takes that kill. Bug has had no idea. And I wouldn't too, if I was at that position that the Jet would just peek without any info. Look at this.
Man.
Will he go for the knife? He goes for the knife! No! Disrespect. Chanukka does get taken down, but I mean the knife comes out, and look at this, Zuko. Getting the rest up to Bug has.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean,
And
Deadman
Deadman,
does have control of A, but
yeah.
the rotate coming in from the rest of the players has been extremely slow, which means that there is enough time for the defenders of Red Kraken to actually get into position. And once again, as the wipe wall goes down, we see Inferno making his way into Heaven. Is good enough to spot two players as they will make their way back, but of course the spike does go down. Root Haxter with the open hand spots one, is not good for that kill, but he picks it once again. Nice shot there coming in from Soulkiller, making it a 3v3 in favor, or rather a stalemate at the moment. Blind Strike coming from behind is good for that kill.
They do seem to be playing lineups, and Inferno takes out Bug as he pushed from showers. They had no idea. And yeah, that's the 11th on the side of Red Kraken. What a nice retake. Inferno, like predicting the Viper would play retakes and pushing that shower position. Takes down both of the remaining members of Epic Crew.
I mean, hey, a nice knife coming in from Deadman there to start the
I
round,
love
but yeah.
I think Chanuka died because of that, but I mean, I love it.
True. I mean, Chanaka died because he decided to go for the knife instead of shooting him. Maybe, or maybe the other way around. But nonetheless, it was a knife kill anyway. But still, the rotate coming a bit too slow from the side of Epic Crew. And once again, 11-0 for the side of Red Kraken. And once again, with the open hand, this time missing a shot.
Well, he goes for the repeat, but this time punished by Deadman. Yeah.
Deadman go for a second kill. Quite aggressive this round. Does he spot the play on the right side? No, he does not. Gets taken down by Inferno.
Nice play from Inferno, predicting that the Reyna will push. And Nima taking down Chanukka, but the Viper Pit is still live. It is not on the spike, but we'll see what happens. Inferno still has the drone remaining, and he will decide to use it, yes. Good information coming out, and the target is hit. Oh, no one's shooting, but Viper's still alive. He decides to peek out. Bakas gets the kill with the Jaja himself. Oh, the final round, they got it. They got that with the 2 initial kills from the Reyna, and finally, I don't know how they did it, but they got that round on the bag.
Yeah, you know what they say, 12 times the charm, you know? Finally managing to get around there to end the first half. The scoreline is 11-1. I mean, Epic Crew will need more or less a perfect half to stay in the game, and the side of Red Kraken, of course, have plenty of time to experiment, work things out, get comfortable. I'm assuming they already are quite comfortable in the way things have progressed. They have more than enough time to make mistakes even, and just get these 2 rounds and call it a day. But will Epic Crew be able to hold on to this aggression is yet to be seen.
If they want to come crawling out of this pit hole, they dug themselves into the pistol round is a must, I would say. And this seems to be a B-Tech from the side of Red Kraken. My apologies. And yeah, taking little by little control of the map. Epic Crew none the wiser.
They're being extremely careful here with this attack. Quite slow as well, I might say.
Things are very quiet. Utaxo begins to swipe at that wall. Just take it down. And this seems to be the hit. Yeah, they are in the side, but there's already 2 members in the side. Do they know Rutaxo's on the... No, they do not know. And he's good for 2. No, he's good for 1, but Bug has... Gets the trade, gets taken down. Oh no, blind strike. Did not expect him that close. And Chanuka gets 2. That's huge. It's a 2v2 again. Nima spots the killjoy. Oh, the jump peek. Oh no, Cell Killer gets the kill. Chanuka. And yeah, that's it. That's the round. The last kill was I would say I'm out of words for that kill. That's a Call of Duty peek if I've ever seen one. And yeah.
I mean, Epic Crew needed that round desperately. A really good start for the second half. for every crew. They are still in the game, and they do have the extra credits to buy the Spectres and the half shields, and yes, indeed, they decide to do just that. Looking at Blind Strike, of course, going into a force. I mean, yeah, looking at Red Kraken coming in as a force buy. But yeah, I mean, they do have the luxury to afford that. I mean, if they need to as well.
Yeah, plenty of rounds to play around with their side. They're not a lot stressed about this half. Only 2 rounds to go, but let's see Epic Crew.
A
What do they
five-man
have?
push coming in from this time from Showers. Once again, the alarm bot is going to spot them out. There's going to be Circular making his way back with that call. Look at this, 5 players in a frame.
Circular easily prepared for this. Does get spotted out by the dart. There are 3 members in here from the side of Epic Crew. Oh, he's floating in and out. We've seen him get some crazy kills with the Spectres and the pistols. Deathman puts an end to the shots of Rutaxo. This time, no shenanigans, he says. And Blind Strike gets the kill. No, Nima actually gets the kill, and Deathman equalizes as fast as that happens, and he's on point this time. Bug has there to cut off the rotations, and cut off the rotations he shall. Nima does not have any idea. And last but not least, we have our resident wallbanger, Inferno. Yep, holding that angle, hoping to pad his stats.
Absolutely. If he is deciding to save, might not be the best call coming out from him. Okay, there you go.
He needs
making his way back to the site. He should probably die in a few seconds, and
oh, is it a knife now? Zuko goes for the gunplay.
Indeed. A good defense once again. They're coming in from Epic Crew. A good way to start the second half. A good 2 rounds there coming in from them. Able to read the attacks quite and to meet them head on.
And I would say Deathman was the wall right there. He gets 2 on showers and 3 peaks short and equalizes things and keep his team on the ground. And yeah, I think I would say fairly Deathman needs to perform just like Rutaxo to get this ball rolling. And this seems to be a little bit of a half buy again from the side of Red Kraken.
I mean, given the way we've actually seen them attacking these 2 rounds, it seems like they want to stack up outside the site, prep for that initial aggression, and when they have the opportunity, but no, the ball coming in at an exact really bad time there for blindside, gets taken down in the process.
Chaotic
attacks there.
It's in action. I did do a lot of damage. Rutaxo, did he clear the angle? I don't think he did. And yeah, Bug has will punish him for it and that's his third on this round. And Inferno will shut it down quickly. It is a 3v2. Zuko is spotted out. Has the health advantage and will take down Inferno, and it's all down to the kill shot. And it's surprising to me they decide to buy out. They do have the rounds to play with, but given the gun advantage they would have in the next round, this is a weird buy coming in from the side of Red Kraken. We've seen the Epic Crew do the same thing, so let's see how this goes. Ooh, Nima gets the kill.
Nice shot there coming from Nima.
Oh, he gets the second?
Leaving
13 seconds, he has to... Yeah, he has to make a decision and he decides to go B. Okay, has the ultimate too.
So the thing is, of course, okay, he decides to out the round. The thing is, Solkala does have the turret to work with, and Nima is really low. So just 1 shot from the turret will be enough to take him down. Wow.
Oh, perfect time.
What a nice round there coming from Nima. Picking it at the perfect time. A 1v3 with 7 HP left, and he plays it to perfection. And that brings the side of Red Kraken to match point. The scoreline is 12-3.
Yeah, that's a huge round. A 1v3 from Killjoy, I would say. Zuko, like, falling little bits asleep on the angle, but gets hard cleared by Nima, and it's justified. But the last 2 kills are amazing, I would say, from Nima. Gets the wall bang onto the jet and actually a perfect ult and a perfect peek. On to the
Absolutely.
16th round in the half. Let's see how they
I mean,
perform.
given the way that we've seen Red Kraken actually stack out outside the site before they commit to the attack, what I'm assuming is that they are trying to go for this aggressive burst of just rushing into a site,
Yeah, yeah.
but they are being met head on from the side of Epic Crew really early, and it seems like even before they get into position, look at this. Once again, there's always one player who's alive to take players down, and look at this once again, Deadman coming on a really aggressive flank, finally gets taken down by Shehan, once again leaving him in a 1v4.
This round should, I think should be Epic Cruise.
Yep. Hopefully they do not make the same mistake twice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cell Killer pre-firing just for good caution. And making the scoreline 12-4. A good flank there coming in from Deadman to get 2 plays off guard. And
Yeah,
they have the round to show for that.
I think they are also realizing what you said, like the team of Red Kraken, like they are always together and has like this burst potential, but they don't like we don't get to see that burst potential because Epic Crew meets them head on. They don't play for the retakes. They just go in for the kills and gets their man advantage. Just like I would say we saw from the side of Red Kraken, like where the way Jet was handling that off.
Yeah, which actually means that, as we saw last round, that man actually has the ability to actually flank and get really, really close from behind
Yeah.
without getting contested at all. And of course, this time, Abuga with the Viper Speed in B would mean that they would force a rotate. But look at this once again, that man. Does he get for it? Yes, he
Ooh.
does. He is good for one. He dismisses back to relative safety. Is he
Oh, he
seen during
gets
the cross?
away.
That is a question. No, they do not manage to reflag him. He is still lurking there though. Might be able to get spotted, but Nima once again with the sheriff in hand is good for that kill.
Oh, finally the turret goes down. They do have U-Haul control a little bit, but no.
Ooh, nice shots coming in from Soul Killer and
Yeah.
Deathman holding onto A side once again, leaving it us in a 2v4. Oh, blind strike with the sheriff in hand is good to try to even things out. Running it going his way, making his way to showers. Soul Killer might not be expecting this rotate though.
Does he have an alarm bot here? He usually does. Yeah, yeah. He has an alarm bot. He will realize when blind strike will come out. If he decides to come out. And yeah, the alarm bot is destroyed. Selkill actually peeks this, gets the kill. It's all up to Inferno, and yeah, he accidentally TP'd, I think. Yeah. There he is heading to his death. I think he should
They
die
need to
here.
die. Yep.
Yeah. Mm.
It's going to come back to bite you. So you need the creds. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. 1,750. Nothing to buy with, I would say, unless it's a Spectre or a Stinger.
Yeah,
A little
pretty
bit of
confused.
yeah, economic blunder, like from both teams, I would say. We can see like the force buys coming in. I don't think I've ever seen the two teams fighting out with 5 Vandals and 5 Phantoms, like
I
iron
I
cavalry rounds.
agree with you. I think there's always
Yeah.
one guy who forces the previous round and decides to go for the full buy round with maybe a sheriff in hand. Chanukka with the op misses the first shots. That is the call that they do indeed have an op in hand in play. Yeah, this time with Kraken deciding to be a bit more wary when they peek it.
Ooh. They do know this is a B and A hit.
And
And look
once
at
again,
this,
this
all
is what
5
we talked about.
players. Yeah. Oh, are they faking? They seem to be going back. And yeah, Epic Crew is reading this. This is a long rotate coming in from the side of Red Kraken. And Epic Crew is calling their rotate. Yeah, we can see already 4 members, no, 3 members in the side. The operator clearing out that long angle. Let's see this duel come into play. The Viper Wall is up. Oh, and he misses Shanuka. That is a shot he must
Ooh,
hit,
blind
and blind
strike
strike
sees
will
him,
fun.
sees
Yeah,
the elbow. Is good for that kill.
gets
The
his
dash is
out.
coming in. There we go. He's good for that third kill. Leaving, Booga inside with the judge in hand. the last player left alive, and finally gets taken down by Nimad. Scoreline 13-5. Finally, Red Kraken emerging on top. And well, there you have it, ladies and gents. That was Red Kraken versus Epic Crew, match number 23. So, what do you think, Wise Wolf?
I think it was a nice effort from side of both teams, and I would say the economic management from both teams actually surprised me because, I've said before, we haven't seen like same gun caliber, but yeah, I would say the both teams were equally matched in terms of skill. I'd say like how they attacked and how the team comp actually the lack of sentinel heavily impacting the side of and could not get into that side. Even if they planted, they could not hold the spike in their hands. So yeah, an amazing match to watch as usual.
Absolutely, and I mean, it was played in Bind, which is a really nice match, a map to see a game on. And as you said, Red Kraken was really good on the defense, and they managed to. I mean, they had enough of a lead to actually just play around in the attack. And I mean, in the end, they did win the match. And well, yeah, that is what you need at the end of it. So, as you said, another win in the bag for Red Kraken, Epic Crew. A valiant effort there, but not not maybe on the best of their performance tonight, but that is all she wrote. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was match number 23 in this Play to Win 2022 Valorant Group Stages coming in from Division B, proudly brought to you by Logitech G. And that is all for this evening. And I believe we'll see you once again tomorrow, same place, same time, with another amazing match. Thank you once again for joining me tonight, Wise Wolf. It has been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you once again tomorrow.
Yeah, see you guys tomorrow as well.
And with that, we will bid you adieu. Take care.
Good night.